Yes, African traditional religion is actually the indigenous religion of Africa. This was the religion that was on the continent of Africa before the advent of other religions. Today, we claim to have 3 religious traditions on the African continent. That is the African indigenous religion, which is otherwise called African traditional religion, Christianity, and Islam. But of course, with the incoming of Christianity and Islam, African traditional religions practice has been greatly and drastically reduced. But that does not mean it is not yet present. It is present, and it is still being practiced in quite, particularly in East Africa and West Africa. In North Africa, you find very little of the practice of African traditional religion. One thing I want to also clear before we go on, there are some scholars who want to call it African traditional religions, in the sense that they would think that each ethnic group in Africa has its own religion. But my own argument and my own position is that as long as there are some basic elements that cut across all those ethnic groups, then you can actually have a central African traditional religion with, of course, what we can call diversity in method, diversity in practice. My argument usually is that, yes, even in Christianity, there are many denominations. We can, because there are many denominations in Christianity, then begin to call Christianity Christianities. It is still Christianity with different denominations. So African traditional religion is a religion that cuts across every ethnic group, but approached differently and practiced differently because of the diversity and because of the geographical wideness of Africa. So that is African traditional religion. And as I've said, it is a religion that grew with the people. It's not a religion that you can say there is a founder. There's no founder of African traditional religion. It came out as the result of the human experience of their environment and the fact that they came to realize that everything that is created is not created by humans. And when they look at that and they look at that experience, they want to say, well, these things are created. We are not the one who created them. There must be a higher being, if you want to put it that way, or what they refer to as a supreme being who is responsible for the creation of the universe as well as the creation of man. And this is what you find in the various myths of Africa, African mythological narratives, telling us about, and we usually refer to those ones as the African cosmology and African ontology. African cosmology is about the creation of the universe and everything in it. African ontology is the creation of man and the relationship between humans and the spiritual world.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Aderibigbe. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Christianity and colonialism, post-colonialism, the African indigenous church, European missionaries, and we'll do that on the other side of this break.